all right, I've seen enough. I'm going for CM Punk in the Royal Rumble. I need Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk like yesterday. That promo at the end of Raw was fabulous. Had them folks eating out their hands, I'll tell you. When it's just like that dead silence and they sitting there soaking it. Fans don't know what to do. They love them both. They want to see them both succeed. They see troop bombs being dropped. Got a little edgy towards the end. Man, come on, man. That's it. And it's crazy that AEW had both those folks. They could have been no. But something about the E, man. Something about the E just different, man. They do it. They do it on the grander stage, bigger audience. I mean, I don't even want to get into that comparison right now because that's unfair to AEW or anybody to try to compare them with the E, man. E just is something different. But those two, man, oh my goodness. And I heard somebody say this recently, a few people. There's been a theme of everybody talking about how you getting that thing with Punk, Mike for Mike, you getting your best work. Punk brings the best out of everybody he works with. And I never really paid attention to it. I mean, because he was gone for 10 years. So, I mean, my mind for what I'm looking at has grown so much more. I'm so much more into it right now than I was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I always knew Punk was phenomenal. But to see Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, everybody he rubbed with, it's like, man, I want to see him. We still want to see him versus Roman, talking about with the wise man and he got the favor and like we really want to see all of that. Wouldn't mind seeing him with Cena. Like wouldn't mind seeing none of this. That dude really still got it. It's a shame that his body, you know what I'm saying? He said he's getting in the best shape of his life, and I believe him. I believe he's going for it, but it's only so much that's in your control when you talk about science, anatomy, nature. You know what I mean? And hopefully he can stand up and go for the next 2, 3, 4 years, or however long he wants to do it without any major injuries. But you like to believe that even if not injuries, they'll have to kind of spoon feed, pick and choose how often he gets down because they want to preserve this. They want him to be able to go out there and grab that microphone. As he's more valuable doing that than he is taking bumps. You know what I mean? And it's a shame because if he was 36 years old instead of 46 or 45, he was 35 instead. Man. We talk about a man who can carry. A man who can carry. And I didn't see it then. And I like CM Punk, but I wasn't like, man, CM Punk. I'm starting to believe it because he ain't missed yet. What has been 2 years since he been going on a third year since he been back in the E, and he ain't missed yet. I'm a believer, and I would love to see him be able to really get a lot out of this, like really get a nice good 3, 4, 5 year run out of this where he can really sink his teeth in and not just, we're going to remember that feud, we'll remember that match, we'll remember that promo, but he can go from opponent to opponent, storyline to storyline, and he can continue this because he got it. And I like when he said in one of the promos, that might have been in the post-match, which I like the post-matches, the interviews after the shows. Some people don't like, I like it. I believe that's when he said something about how the mind, like when you start to understand things and start to slow down, start to really get it, your body ain't where it used to be. And it's such a shame because that's so true. That's so true to every field in life. As that start to really, really dial into another level, the body ain't the same. You know what I mean? But man, was phenomenal. And Cody, great stuff, man. I'm really starting to dig Cody. Again, not that I didn't like Cody, but I'm liking this more aggressive, got something to prove, fed up. I'm liking that Cody. He can go heel, like he could do something that's like really put him heel. He could start cheating or something, like he just go lose his mind and just start attacking folks because he just so upset. Like he could flip that switch and start like, I'm calling you out. I ain't no this Mr. Nice Guy. I'm on you. I'm calling it like it is. I'm calling spades for spades. I'm on you. He can go in that route with it, but I don't necessarily think he has to go full blown heel to stick his foot in that water and be kind of a tweener, because I think that's really what ultimately every act really wants to be, is over the moon with that particular demographic that they represent, and just under the skin of the others, so you can get that everybody cares, whether you like cheering or you're booing, whether it's let's go Cena or Cena sucks. I want everybody in here to care when I show up, not just the people who identify with me. You know what I mean? And I think that's the ultimate, and I would like to see him. I like that he's getting more into. We see him slowly, Kevin jerking at him, Punk jerking at him. He out there looking frustrated and fed up. I'm liking this Cody Rhodes. I don't think that Saturday night main events have been for naught, because on both of them, he got an opportunity to advance his character, advance his story, raise the stakes, let alone the rest of the show. But that's for another conversation. Man, come on, man. Cody really got the ball running right now, and Punk really on his game to be the best version of himself. Then you got Cena coming back. Now we switching our lens to the Royal Rumble. Then we got Cena, which I don't think Cena's gonna win. I think it's gonna be a better storyline to have Cena built up as he's trying, and then he finally breaks through. More so than his first match back, he's straight to the moon. You know what I mean? I think there's just a more emotional story to tell that, oh man, you got Roman Reigns, who I don't think they'll let win. He was my default pick. I wasn't really sold on anybody. So I was just like, Roman, I guess. You know what I mean? But then I start thinking about it, like how they booed him out the arena last time he won the Royal Rumble. And if I was in charge, I'm not putting him nowhere near that. I don't want him anywhere near that. We got a good thing. Let's not mess that up. I wouldn't mind seeing Seth toss him, because Seth, that's been really on Seth's mind. Him and McIntyre both really playing up that, man, we got to go at Roman. And Roman and Seth, and Drew got the opportunity to go against Paul Heyman in a promo battle, which was pretty damn good. Although I gotta rewatch that. Sound like he said his own name at some point where he should have been saying Roman Reigns. I might have been tripping. I might have misinterpreted. So that's why I wanted to look at that again. But Drew knocks out the park. Even if he did slip up here there, Drew knocks out the park. So I ain't even mad at him if he did. But Drew could be the one after him. We had this Punk situation. We had Seth, Cody, Rock. Like, Roman really another one of the ones who everything around Roman strikes gold too. You know what I mean? They're in a good space right now. I personally want to see Seth and Roman, see what that could be in 2025, because I don't think we get enough of that. I don't think we get enough of the history rivalries blowing back up. I think we get a lot of, this guy's the man right now, and he's getting pumped, only to be taken down by somebody who's going to be the next man who's getting pumped. We're not really seeing more like a clash at a level where either one could win or lose this match. But ultimately, if they put Roman and Seth, ultimately, obviously, Roman's going to go over. He the big dog, he the tribal chief, he the man. But Seth can get some wins. They can drag this out and just really be at each other's throat for a while. You know what I mean? I would love to see that. I would, just like I was thinking that when I first was thinking that about Cody Rhodes. When I was looking at Seth doing his promo, talking about how he gonna toss everybody and go after the championships, and it's like, yeah, let's Seth get a win over Cody. You know what I mean? But obviously, whoever beats Cody, they want them to look like the guy, and Seth really not that to the masses. To the wrestling community, a lot of us look at Seth like, yeah, Seth him. That's my favorite. Seth, like, yeah, Seth him. But for the world, that casual eye, they not buying into Seth Rollins like, oh man, Seth Rollins, we got to tune in. Every Monday, Seth Rollins going to be out there. You know what I mean? So I don't think they want him to beat Cody Rhodes, not for a title. The only time they can do it again is if Cody starts to fall back to the pack. And Love and hate, because it's cool that I love a good long title reign and a dominant figure that feels like the man. But I also like to see every now and again they go back and forth. You know, when we can look back at this and say, man, they did it 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And each time it just got bigger and better. You know what I mean? Even with like Mick Foley was one of my favorites, top 5 easily, one of my all-time favorites. He was going back and forth with Triple H. Even though Triple H was whooping him, he was going back and forth with Rock, and Rock was whooping him. But he kept on, man, he's right there. Put him down with Undertaker, got that crazy moment they got with that. Like, man, you use them. You know, let me see that. Don't just try to save that for the WrestleMania moment, one off. I want to see this. I want to see the guys who I'm looking at like that. I want to see them face off 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Like, I want to see it drag like that, but be meaningful. Not drag like Rhea Ripley and Liv, which was pretty good, but I thought it went on for 3, 5, 6 weeks longer than it really needed to, which I didn't mind, because I knew obviously Rhea was gonna go over in that situation, and I liked that Liv was really becoming a major player. Like, I love Liv's reign and what that did for her. You know, there's the talk of who needs the belt. I didn't buy Liv as a main the belt hold, but she carried it and she got better. She got better with the title. I really enjoyed that, so I didn't mind that it expanded from that perspective. You know what I mean? And it had some good matches. I like to see now we associate them in our minds. Oh yeah, I like that more than I like the just one-off matches. You know what I mean? But that is pretty much the big takeaways from Raw, because this is obviously a Raw review, because it just went off like literally like 12 minutes ago. But yeah, who else we got? We got Bianca and Naomi went against Liv and Raquel. They did their dastardly thing, came out of that with a cheap victory again, which I enjoyed. You don't see Bianca lose much. That's not a thing that happens. So it's good to see that they're still giving Liv wins, even though they have been tag team wins and she's not in a title picture. But it's good to see that they're not just, okay, that's over, let's just push her to the side. She's still a big time player. I like that. We got the War Raiders had a banger with the Judgment Day. Man, McDonough, Cole was saying it on the mic, like, man, I take everything back I said wrong, and I felt that same way. Like, McDonough I seen it. Just his movements, his sales, his timing in the ring, like, you see it, it's like, yeah, do good at this. Do good as mug at this. You know what I mean? And for a second, it was endearing. Before it was like, oh, get this big head dude out of there. Who is he? We don't want to see him. Now it's like, that was a moment where it was like, nah, dude serious. Dude for real. You know what I mean? We got to see the New Day, and the New Day out here selling merch with they sucks on it, with they name and suck. Like, come on, man. I know theoretically that's an anti-New Day shirt, but I know for certain they getting bread off that's their shirt. When that shirt sells, they're the ones who getting their chunk of the chain. Like, they getting their piece of the pie off of that. And that had me thinking about 50 Cent when he was getting paid when Game was dropping the GU Not stuff. And it's like, yeah, everybody like GU Not, but he getting paid either way. Whether you GU it or you GU Not. I like, man, New Day out here getting that bread hand over fist. We had the rappers in the crowd. You know, at ATL, that's like the mecca of hip-hop for the last 5, 10, 15 years. That's where it's been happening. You know, shout out to New York, put it on the map. Over there on the West, Cali and them boys, they doing their stuff. The South be ripping it up, and Atlanta been killing it. Louisiana, my place. We got our Wayne, and you know, we got our Kevin Gates. They messing with NBA young boy and stuff. We got our few that's really some of the chart toppers as well. But ATL, that's where it's at. So you go to ATL, you see all the rappers out. That's a good look. Kai was there. I seen they posted on ESPN. He even got a chance to pop the crowd. I didn't see that on Raw. I don't think they had that. He got a chance to pop the crowd. He had his own little graphic, music played. He came down the entrance way, dabbed some hands up. He gonna be up there with Speed, which is I enjoy him and Speed. I don't watch a whole lot of streams just because I feel like it's a little tedious to follow, and the majority of the big time acts are younger. You know what I mean? So they're giving more of a like that crash out energy, more so than they're really on some intellectual. Let me sit down and start yapping. Let me really talk to you, which is something that's more of an energy that I enjoy. But I like me some Kai. I watch me some Kai, and when Kai and Speed get together, that's a really good duo. That's like the duo in that space. So seeing that they're gonna have an opportunity to bring those eyes around the WWE, I think is great. I'm really interested in that. Some people who kind of on the outskirts, they know about it, but they don't really watch. They used to watch and they don't watch no more. There's an opportunity to get a lot of those eyeballs just to see it. Although kayfabe, you know, the people who are upset about kayfabe gonna be mad when them streamers back there chatting it up with the stars like they just regular folk. You know what I mean? But I like it because I look at them as real people. Like I look at them as people who are trying to do something with their lives, you know, and are doing something with their lives and trying to go further and obtain greatness and be here when we talk about these stories from the Attitude Era and the Golden Era and it's 20, 30, 40 years removed and those names in storylines are still iconic. We're still talking about the records that they set. You know what I mean? And that's what the people that are living now are trying to do. You know, that got the ball right now, they trying to get it into the end zone. You know what I mean? So I really do look at it more so from that mind space, more so than like the characters. Yeah, when I was 12, I'm looking at it like the character. When I'm 10, I was looking at it like, man, look at the characters. Look, Stone Cold will come down there, open up a can. You know what I mean? Now I'm looking at it more so like I want to see Kobe. What's my guy name? I don't know why Kobe Lopez came to my head for Seth Rollins. I want to see that guy get over more so than I want to see Seth Rollins get over. You know what I'm saying? Rebecca Quinn more so than Becky Lynch. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'm more into just to see it because I know what it's like to chase a dream. I know what it's like to sacrifice and to try to balance, which you can never find a good balance. All you can do is be all into where you in at that moment and just try to be as all in as you can. As CM Punk was telling Cody Rhodes, the higher you up, the more bird nigga becomes, you know? You gotta be here, you gotta be there. You trying to spend some time with your wife and kid. But you also trying to be the American Nightmare. You trying to be the greatest. You trying to bring this legacy for your family. You know what I mean? Do something even your father hadn't done. And that's a battle for real, which is what makes those kind of promos good because you see the human side of it. It's not just this big gimmick, this just larger than life character. It's the person. So I really get into it personally. That helps me get into it more so than it pushes me away from it. But yeah, so kayfabe gonna be under question. But Logan Paul came out. Logan does well. He got his own little shtick with it. You know what I mean? He don't do it the overtrained way that everybody does it. He does it how he feels is the right way to do it, which gives him an extra added pop. You get that person more so than you get this ring character. Always good. That's about it. That's about the match. We got Live Valkyria had a backstage segment. Ivy now sizing her up for her title. Chad still slapping at Alpha Academy. That boy Otis was out there getting it. That boy doing the Pee Wee Herman and that boy Otis was out there getting it. But you know, it's just a good thing to see the entirety of the brand, man. I'm enjoying it. Every night been feeling like quality over the course of this last month, barring one of those SmackDowns. One of those SmackDowns Not the last one. The one before that, I think it might have been. One of those SmackDowns wasn't really it. But but like 3 out of the last 4 SmackDowns, like the last 3 Raws, the main events, and now we got the Royal Rumble coming down the pipe. Like they've been knocking it out the park. They've been doing their thing. I've been really seriously enjoying it, and I'm so happy because I was hyped up for it. I was hyped up for this when it was main event. When it was it's going to Netflix. I was super hyped, and they've been delivering. You know, the match has been quality matches. It's been like, this is awesome type matches. You know what I mean? And stories have been progressing. It's been nice. It's been nice. The transfer window been chef's kiss. That's been better than they're gonna just do the draft. You see somebody pop. They on the call. They back that talk with. They gonna be on this show now. They gonna be on that show now. I think that's just been a smoother. Shout out to NIL. Shout out to NCAA, because I feel like that transfer window thing. That's what they got it from there, and I like just the direction that they're going with more of the sport energy. Even with the ads in the ring, it gives you more of that UFC, boxing. It gives you more of that sport energy than it gives you just this over-the-top world. You know, the wrestlers sitting in the crowd. Austin Theory and the boys was out there. American Made was out there. And the crowd, they just sitting in the crowd. And it's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm watching the show. I'm sizing up my next chance. You know what I mean? That feel real. You know what I mean? Like it don't feel as gimmicky. It feels more like sporty. I personally like it because I'm a sport nut. I'm a sports head. So I enjoy the energy. I buy into it. Same with Pat McAfee on the call. I buy into it. You know, Corey Graves, unfortunately, he's down at NXT now. I wouldn't even say unfortunately because I think it's a great fit. But, you know, some people feel like, and he probably feel like, man, I want to knock it out the park. I want to be on Netflix on Raw. What I do to get demoted? You know what I mean? But we all knew Pat was coming back. It was like, yeah, Pat going to do this, the NCAA, he coming back. Raw on Netflix, Pat back. So I understand what they're going for, and I don't mind it. I actually enjoy it. Joe Tessitore, I actually enjoy it. I've been listening to Joe Tessitore call boxing matches and stuff, like give you that sport feel, like how he break down what's going on. It's not as, oh my God, you son of a, I hate you. He break it down more so like he watching a boxing match. Oh, did you see that? You know what I mean? I appreciate that. But yeah, now I'm starting to analyze a little deeper than this Raw. So let me stop before I get too far off track. Great show. I don't know if y'all enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it. I know in our community, they got some people that's dedicated to not enjoying it. I don't know why they continue to watch it, because they ain't enjoy something in 5 years, but they keep coming. But I enjoyed it. I probably wouldn't be doing this video if I didn't. But yeah, love is all. Go be your greatest version, man. Ain't no time like the present. Ain't no time like now. Do the thing. Do the thing. It ain't gonna be perfect. Ain't no such thing. But you show the hell up and you do your thing. Love, man. Get to it.